I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah, man. What I want to talk about today is letting divine timing do its thing. What divine timing is when God has a plan for your life and He has something set for you to do at a certain time. It's when you just let Him do what He's supposed to do and you don't fight against it. That's divine timing, or my definition of divine timing. But one of the things I come to understand about myself is that when I was younger, I used to fight against it. I used to not let it do what it was supposed to do. I used to resist it. But one of the things I've come to understand now that I'm older is you can't fight against divine timing. You can't fight against what God has for you. It's better to flow with it and let it happen naturally and let you get what you're supposed to have in life versus fighting against it, because once you fight against it, you damage yourself and you block your blessings. Your blessings will take a lot longer getting to you when you fight against what He's trying to prepare you for life. And when you fight against it, it just makes that process that much longer. So one of the things I've come to understand is you have to flow with it and let it happen naturally and let life build you to where you're supposed to be, and just go with the flow and let it just go with the flow and let it be natural to you. Let it come to you instead of trying to go to it. It's like trying to go up or down escalator. Eventually you'll get up there, yeah, but you'll be a lot tired. It's better to go up the right escalator and just flow with it. Let life flow. It's one of the greatest things I ever learned. And I'm so much happier letting life flow and letting life come to me and just doing what comes naturally to me, instead of trying to fight and scrap and make this and make that and force this and force that. I think it's just that if you're naturally used to going through something in life every day or in certain situations, when life just starts to happen for you and things start to go good for you, you get nervous, so you start creating situations where there's no situation. But I think that's maybe me. I have a bad habit of doing that, I think, or used to. But now I'm just learning to relax and let life be life. Let life flow and let life do what it does. And just enjoy what I have around me and build off that. And that's what I want to teach anybody else that's used to going through struggles. You don't have to create fights. You don't have to make situations worse than what they are to feel like you're doing something. You have to let life just flow. In your happy moments, be happy. Don't create unnecessary stress on yourself by overthinking situations and making things something they aren't. Let life be. Let Just have fun with life and let things be calm if they're calm. Don't create conflict where there is no conflict in your mind or whatever. Let it be what it is and just be happy that it is what it is. That's what I'm learning about life. Because I used to have a bad habit of creating conflict in my mind of things that probably was never happening or never thought, or things that I thought was happening that was never happening. But it's something I'm working on getting better at, and just letting life happen, letting life flow, letting life come to me, and just going with the flow. It's one of the greatest things I could ever teach you guys that I wish I had to learn when I was younger. Just be happy with what you have and build on that, and be 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 yourself and be happy with what you have. Because the more you try to force it, the worse it gets. The more you try to the more you try to make something happen, the longer it's going to take to happen. So just let life come to you and move with it and let the flow come naturally, and don't try to force things to happen, because the harder you force it, the harder you force it, the more struggle you're going to go through, and the longer your blessing is going to take to come. So I just learned to be carefree. Whatever happens, happens. I'm going to take my blessings with my blessings. I'm going to take my struggles with my struggles, and I'm just going to let life does what it do. And I'm going to be happy with whatever Lord chooses to bless me with. And whatever He don't worry about it. And don't beat yourself up when negative things happen to you. I used to have a bad habit of doing that too. Don't beat yourself up. Whatever happened to you is meant to happen to you. Just learn to look on the positive side of everything and find positiveness in everything that happens to you. Even something that may seem to be negative in the moment, later on when you go through more life, you'll find out it's a blessing that it happened to you. So don't get down on yourself when you don't get something, or you miss something, or you don't have what you feel like you should have. Because I used to have a bad habit of doing that too at one point. But one thing I'm learning now that I wish I knew then is that everything happens for a reason. And God has a specific plan for your life. Everything that He pushed you through is for a specific purpose. It's for you to learn a lesson. So just look at life that way. Nothing is truly negative. It's all about how you choose to think about it and how you choose to face it in your mind. It's all about your mind and it's all about how you think. If you think of it as positive, then it'll be positive. But if you think of it and be down on yourself and tell you everything negative, then your day is going to suck and it's going to be negative. But I always try to learn lessons from life. I always try to think positive. I always try to encourage. I always try to be happy every day. Yes, it's tough. Some days are tougher than others, I'm not going to lie. But my goal is to wake up every day happy, wake up every day motivated, wake up every day encouraging, and wake up every day just being positive. And I'm learning to let go of my negative thoughts and my negative ways and just enjoy the positivity and enjoy what I'm building and just enjoy life and live free. And whatever is not here for you, it's not meant to be here for you. And you can't keep going back in the past beating yourself up about it. It's okay. It wasn't meant to be there. Let it go and move on and look forward to the life you're building. That's a message for me as well as you guys. So I hope this one helps you. I hope it encourages you. And I hope it motivates you to live a better life, be positive, and don't get down on yourself when something happens. It's meant to happen that way. And just keep a smile on your face and to anybody that needs encouragement, show them this video. Hopefully it'll encourage them to be better in life and be happier and just be an overall better person, because that's what life is about. And that's what I'm here to do. So I hope this one really encouraged you, really motivated you, and really pushed you to be a better person, because that's my goal with every video, in my opinion.